Hey everyone, Fred here. I will get right to the point since you all saw the video title and the video thumbnail. Yes, I am quitting doing content about Tacticus. No, I almost surely won't be coming back to it like a boomerang. And no, I will not be playing the game in the background. This is a real end. I will go off script in a second, so if you want some heart-to-heart talk with me, stay and listen, I guess. Oh, and also, if you want a sweet goodbye treat from your favorite tech priest, here's a code for you. I most likely will get in trouble for giving out the code on a Goodbye Tacticus video, but that's a bullet that I'm willing to bite to meme with it a bit at the end of this part of my content creation career, so yeah. So, quitting Tacticus, huh? There are many things that add to it, and there are many things that I could say, and I could get into details to start some drama, which would be great for, I guess, the views and stuff, but I don't think that it's needed. I am quitting Tacticus mostly because of the repetitiveness, since, it has been over 3 years now, coming close to 3.5, let's say, since I also played in open beta when it was available in Poland. So let's say that I played the game for 3.5 years, and I did content for it for 20 months out of it, so this is quite some time now. I know that I'm not like the oldest creator for the game or something, but I also took some time to cover some stuff for you guys. So, the repetitiveness. The problem is that for me, the game plays basically almost the same like it did when it released. And while it can be a good thing, I also think that some changes should be happening. So, since the game released, we got, for example, Guild Wars, which is basically Arena Plus in my eyes. I don't really treat it like a new game mode. I treat it like a hardcore arena experience where you really have to perform well in order to not screw up 30 people's prize pool, I guess. Then we got Survival, which is basically what Onslaught should be. And it kind of feels like, a side grade to Legendary Release events in a way, with just rarity logs and some power-ups from Tournament Arena, mostly. Then we got Incursion, which is basically a mini campaign. It's not exciting, to be honest. I get that new campaigns are a great way to get new characters and stuff, but they are one-time deals for you. And when you clear them, you forget about their gameplay. You just rate them, right? So I wouldn't say that they are the thing that will keep us playing. In the meantime, we still have basically the same arena experience, some changes to the matchmaking. We still have the same Onslaught experience with nothing changing. We are still fighting Tyranids, we are still fighting on the same maps. It's the same game mode for over 3 years now. We still have Scrap Run, which almost had barely any changes, and it's at least it's quick, so that's a good thing for it, but it still is boring as hell. One could see while people ask their partners to play those game modes for them, because they are just so boring and uninspired to play for 3 years. That's a thing that I could play for a month, for a few months maybe. But after it got stale, and it's a big part of your progress, and since I don't want to force myself into a second job playing Tacticus, I think that it's better that I just accept the fact that I will just stop playing it, to not feel bad about ignoring the game modes, the gameplay. Then we have the guild rates, and one could say that they are the most fun game mode. And well, I can see it if you like big numbers. And I really enjoy guild wars, guild rates as a game mode when I'm attacking the primes. Because the primes are the bosses that are actually interesting to fight and are actually designed to be damaged in different ways, which is something that the normal bosses lack. Because it's fun to have a boss fight where you can deal damage by grabbing crates, or it's fun to have a boss fight where you need to bait the enemy next to the barrel to explode on him to deal proper damage. It's fun to do things like this, but unfortunately we only get those for the side bosses, and it kinda sucks, because the main guild rate meta has to be built around the main bosses, and the main bosses are just damage sponges. So you always bring the team that just attacks the most and the hardest. And it's boring after 3 years. I would love to see a boss fight that forces me to bring, for example, a tank. And if the tank survives the attack that no normal character would, then you get rewarded in the boss fight or something. Or if the character that gets targeted dies, you get very punished. So you have to bring in someone tanky, or at least use some skills like, I don't know, Ancient Toriat or Tank Smasher passive in order to survive the hit, right? But we don't have it. And I don't think that we will ever get it. So that's it. One more thing that I really dislike is the pace of the changes to the game. So there has been talk about the Onslaught rework that has been in the works for quite some time now. It's not coming right now, not that I know anything, but you know, it is almost 3.5 years since the game's release, and they just kept adding more stages to the same game mode. Same with Scrap Run, and you could say that they add in things that people asked about. I agree that they add some of the good ideas from the community. Not a lot of them, to be honest, but some of them, that's true. But the problem is that they do it way too slow. See, I talked about the arena tokens having to be reset each season in order to guarantee the gameplay loop of arena to feel fair. Because someone can start the season at 15 tokens and someone can start at, let's say, 5 tokens because he spent all of his tokens last season. And I said it 3 years ago. And I got the answer that it's not considered because the players should think about how they spend their tokens, and it's part of the design, and well, it's a flawed design then. I'm sorry. If you want a competitive league in a way, with limited slots and the possibility of ranking up and getting demoted and stuff, you need consistent rule sets. You need to make the people like feel good about getting high ranks and not feel bad about being doomed to get demoted because they dared to play the game mode too much in the last season. Ooh, no. I said about it 3 years ago, and there have been many people talking about it 3 years ago, and we got the same answer. Yet, lately, it got changed. So, it is possible, but it takes way too much time from Snowprint to include those things, because there are so many excuses about not changing things that should be easy to change, but they cannot be changed easily. Then I guess maybe there's something wrong with your code. Maybe you should look at this and spend some time fixing up the fundamentals of the game so you can change it easier. Like, why are we not able to get equipment swapping? Why do we get this whole menu to just see, oh, Volk has this item equipped, you cannot use it, and I cannot just click the equip button and have it unequipped from Volk and equipped to the current character that I'm looking at. Why? Why is it like this? Like, it should be the easiest thing to add. For the last 3 years, people have been asking for it constantly on Discord and on Reddit and on different platforms, and you have not included it. And you went a step beyond that and you added mythic items that cannot be swapped. Once you put one in, it gets there, it gets stuck there. And you even said in the Nandi interview that the players say that they enjoy a system like this and that you consider adding this system to the lower tiers of items. So every item has to be restricted to one character, and once you put it on, you cannot move it. Like, please be honest. Snowprint, please be goddamn honest. Just tell us that the equipment items are too generous with how they can be swapped. That you want us to have to find 3 items for every character in our roster because you are not fine with us having like 30 or 40 leveled up items and just swapping them around. Please be honest. Just admit it. That you are not adding this to push people to spend more on salvage and or items, maybe legendary ones even, because they are still quite a sink of resources once you start getting them high, and you, for example, have to get like 50 of those upgraded. Just admit it, that it is a monetization thing for you. Either admit it, or if it's not a monetization problem with you, just please spend some work hours and add in the function to simply equipment swap your items. Like, it's so weird. Like, so many things could be done way faster. People have been asking for so many things that should not be hard at all. And people have been asking for quality of life changes for years now. You could go to my channel and watch videos about me trying to redesign Tournament Arena to be more fun for everyone, both the casuals and the competitive guys. You could see my video about the character release events and how they should be changed, especially the mission chains that are so goddamn bad. And we get them every season and they are still so fucking bad. They are awful, and the fact that they did not get changed almost at all, and the fact that they are not getting quality of life changes that they require to be fun to play, speaks a lot about your game and your company, and mostly your attitude towards players. Because the problem is that there is no reason to not change up the character release events, quests or mission chains, let's say, from kill 100 Necrons to kill 100 Xenos, because new players can still kill Necrons and they will be Xenos. And the veterans can engage in various game modes, various campaigns. They have the freedom. Why are we having win X campaign battles instead of spend X energy when we have elite nodes that we can raid 6 times per day per node, and they are the best drop rates in the game? Why are you punishing us? Why? You have the code for those spent energy trackers because you use them all the time in your premium battle pass missions. But you just are not willing to do the changes to make the game better for the player base because I don't know. Do you need us to have like pitchforks and torches and screaming in your Discord and on your social media that you are not that player friendly? You are not that consumer friendly. Do you want us to start saying that in order for us to get some changes that are so easy to implement, that are so goddamn necessary to not burn out your veteran players, to not make your new players bounce off because your mission designs, for example, for character release events, are tedious. They make the game feel like a part-time job. And I'm sorry, but I have enough of a job in my full-time job in real life. So please, Snowprint, I ask you, start really taking in the community feedback. Because implementing a change 3 years after it has been talked about all the time, like let's say arena changes, or maybe you would do, I don't know, maybe you would do character collection filters. That would be fun, but even if they are added one day, it still took you over 3 years to add something that has been asked about forever by a lot of people. It is just too slow and too little. I'm sorry. You can say that, oh, they did X, they did Y, they did that, they did this. Yes, they did. But you have to look at the timeline, and you have to look at the pace, and you have to look at the amount of things, valid ideas, valid proposals that the community did propose to them, talk to them about, ask them about, and they have not been even answered, or they got corpo-talked into non-existence, or, well, they were denied for whatever reason. So yeah, guys, I know that I got emotional here. I know that maybe you are not used to this side of Fred, but I had to get it off my chest. There are way more things that I could cover in this video. If I wanted to go nuclear, I could really start up some drama. Not only with Snowprint, but also with other members of the community. Like different creators, different poachers, different kinds of people. There are lots of things that I could say right now, but I'm just going to shut up about it right now. Because for me, it is a chapter that is coming to an end. And I am happy that it happened. I am glad that I learned a lot. I am very thankful for every minute that you guys spent watching my videos. I really hope that at least 1% of you sticks with me and my channel. If you don't feel like watching any other content from me other than Tacticus, please feel free to unsubscribe. I won't be mad at it. I totally understand it. I also have channels that I subscribe for one reason, and when they start doing different things, I just don't watch those things, and I will be blunt with you. If you are my subscriber and you are not watching my videos, it kinda hurts my channel, because YouTube sees that even my subscribers are not interested in clicking or watching the video that I uploaded, so they don't promote it further. So for your sake of not having my non-Tacticus content on your feed, and for my sake, please, if you are not planning on following my channel further, please unsubscribe. But if you feel like you could be interested in me and my personality and my passion for certain things, certain games, certain experiences, please stay. And I will be uploading a video very soon that I have been working on for a long time now, because I needed to do proper research, I needed to get a lot of feedback while editing it. It's basically a video about my girlfriend. Yes, you will be hearing my girlfriend for the very first time in this video. It's my girlfriend playing Portal 1 for the very first time in her life. And you know, the game is 18 years old, I think. So she's late to the party, and I think that it's fun to see someone's very first experiences and problems and situations, different situations while playing a game that is a cult classic, right? So I will be uploading it very soon. I hope that some of you will consider watching it. If you do, I'm very happy for your decision. If you don't, I totally understand. Anyway, I guess that's it. That's the end of the chapter in my life where I played Tacticus. 3 years. Over 3 years. And 20 months of Tacticus content. Gone in one video. I am scared. I am hopeful. I am kinda, I don't know, mixed about the whole thing. But I hope that it will work out in the end. So, thank you guys for watching my videos on Tacticus. Thank you for every minute that you spent with me. I hope that you will consider watching my new content, and I hope that you will maybe enjoy it. And I guess that I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, and praise the Omnizion, my friends.